What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ETV. You already know, man, we are back on the finals, and today is the day of season 2. So you know we got some new updates and patch, so I'm here to bring you all these patch notes, baby. I'm going to only hit the nitty-gritty, the most important things, but down in the description and down in the post, I will link the full patch notes down there, so you guys can go ahead and check out every little thing on there, because I'm not going to list everything, just all the important stuff that everyone really wants to know. So let's go and get into this, baby. We're going to go ahead and start with new abilities and equipment. We got a new map. They added the standard issue of the new Horizon map. Okay. They got a new game show event. They added the Retro Invasions 82 event to every map. And we got new specialization, which is the dematerializer, and that enables the user to create temporary holes in the arena construction, man. So far, we already see we got a new map, we got a new game show event, and the dematerializer, even from the trailer, looks like it'll be dope, and you're going to have to watch your heads, man, because people going to be on top dropping them bombs on you, boy. But let's keep moving. We got new gadgets. We got the gateway. You throw out 2 gateways to create a splatical link between them, enabling quick traversing through the arena. We have the data reshaper, a prop swap executable that lets players transform objects and deployable equipment from other contestants into canisters or decor. And they got the reverse gravity cube, a throwable cube that creates a limited area gravity field where anything not nailed to the ground will elevate toward the sky, baby. So out of these new gadgets, the gateway seems like it might be a little broken depending on how far they allow you to set these 2 points apart. The data reshaper doesn't seem it'll be that big of a deal, but we'll see. And the reverse gravity cube, not going to lie, at the end of the trailer, when you see the guy floating up in the cube towards the cash out, that shit just looks cool as fuck. So I just got a little soft spot for shit that looks cool, man. So I can't wait to see how that really works out in game. Now, let's move on. We got these new weapons. For the medium class, we got a burst rifle for the Famas. Anyone that's played Call of Duty knows this weapon. I actually love the Famas in Call of Duty, so I'm definitely about to have to check this out. For the light weapon, we got the 934R burst pistol. And for the heavy class, we got the KS-23 slug shotgun, baby. So I know a lot of people online were complaining about there not being any new weapons. So this is probably where they all were. They were waiting for the next season to go ahead and drop them all out at one time, baby. So, hey, we got a new weapon for each class, so we got to be excited about that. Now, let's get on to these balance changes. We have throwable explosives and nukes. They added diminishing returns on damage from nukes, i.e. throwable objects that carry C4s, breach charges, or mines. And for each source of explosive damage, including the throwable, and starting with the highest, a damage modifier is applied to each instance in the sequence of 60%, 40%, 30%, and 20%. So it just basically seems like they're trying to nerf the nukes again, just trying to make sure it's not too overpowered, man. Now, we got gas canisters. The gas canisters now immediately start to steer off the direct trajectory, aka wobble, when they have attachments. When picking up throwable objects with explosive gadgets attached, i.e. nukes and snooks, said explosives will become unarmed. And when the player lets go of the carried object, a rearming timer for the explosive has started, man. So once again, it seems like some more changes for the explosives here. We're just trying to make it more balanced, it seems like. But let's keep it going. The explosions from C4, breaching charges in all the mines that detonate while unprimed, now deal 20% of their original damage. They decreased the health value of propane gas tanks from 250 to 120. They fixed a bug with fuel barrels where they sometimes wouldn't ignite when taking damage, for example, from explosions or bullets. And they have a dev comment here that says nukes were a hot button issue in Season 1. The previous tuning made nukes exceed the intended time to kill by a large margin. Since our initial changes were substantial enough to alter this tactic, we've added more ways to balance nukes moving forward. So again, they don't want to take nukes out the game completely. I don't either. I do believe nukes do bring an added level of fun, but they do want to make sure it's balanced and not too overpowered, which we gotta all love, man. But let's keep it moving here. we got toxic gas. They added a delay to the application of damage. Damage will now start to tick 0.5 seconds after the player enters the gas cloud. They added new functionality that causes damage to ramp up gradually over time from 30 HP a second to 60 HP a second over 2 seconds. They also increased damage tick interval from 0.1 second per tick to 0.3 seconds per tick. And they also have a dev comment here. We've also intended for toxic gas to act as an area denial tool. However, because of its immediate high damage and quick dispersal, it has been too potent. We've made changes to make toxic gas better fit the original intention, man. So me looking at toxic gas makes me think of Apex and Caustic, and how Caustic gas is mostly used to deter people and for area control. So this is a good adjustment right here to the toxic gas. I actually use the gas mine. So let's see how this goes. See if it actually benefits us positively, man. Now, let's get into these gadgets, baby. We got the C4. They decreased ammo count from 2 to 1. They decreased the cooldown from 45 seconds to 30 seconds. They decreased minimum damage at the edge of the explosion from 93 to 75. For the defibrillator, they added functionality that causes revived players to gradually rematerialize into the level over a period of 3s before fully loading back into the arena. They increased charge up time from 0.6 seconds to 0.8 seconds. And they increased starting health from the defibrillator revive from 40% to 50%. So they did make it to where the tune-up time to actually charge it up is a little slower, but we do get more health. And for the C4, once again, it just seems like they're trying to bring the explosive damage more in line with everything, and they decrease the cooldown and the damage that it does. So it's a slight nerf to the C4. Now, we got the dome shield. They decrease maximum duration from 20 seconds to 12 seconds. The jump pad has an increased cooldown from 25 seconds to 30 seconds. The motion sensor has moved from the light archetype to the heavy archetype. So now the motion sensor is with the heavies, man. No longer with these lights. Can't stand y'all light people running around all the goddamn time anyway. But so the heavies got the motion sensor now, and let's see how that plays out for them, man. Now, moving on to the RPG. They fixed an issue that made dispersion almost identical regardless of what state the player was in. They increased projectile dispersion in all non-aiming states. They reduced the projectile dispersion when aiming down sights. They increased zoom in time from 0.2 to 0.4. They increased the equip time from 0.45 seconds to 0.5 seconds. And they increased the unequipped time from 0.35 seconds to 4 seconds. Now for the sonar grenades, they moved from the medium archetype to the light archetype. So even though the lights lost their motion sensor, they gained the sonar grenade from the medium, which is kind of bum for me because I actually like the sonar grenade on the mediums and I don't really run light. So that's a little bummer. But hey, it is what it is. Let's keep it moving. We got the tracking dart. They moved from the medium archetype to the light. They decreased dispersion in most movement states by 50%. They increased accuracy by decreasing dart dispersion while aiming down sights from 30% to 10%. They added force feedback for controllers. And for the vanishing bomb, they increased grace period on teammates from 0.75 seconds to 1.25 seconds. They increased total cloak duration on teammates from 6 seconds to 7.5 seconds. They've increased total cloak duration on the user from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. So it looks like here the vanishing bomb got some buffs. That's pretty good for y'all lights. I know y'all happy about that. For me personally, I am not, because I'm tired of y'all running around invisible just to stab me up or slap me up with some melee weapon, man. I'm tired of y'all. Just tired of y'all. Anyway, on to specializations. We got the Recon Senses. It has been removed for assessment. Dev note. We've concluded that Recon Senses have been detrimental to the game at large and have decided to put it out of play for now. The specialization may return in some new form down the line, but only after a major rework. So Recon Senses is pretty much gone for now. Might come back later. Who knows? But we got the mesh shield. They increased the cooldown on a fully depleted shield from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. And they increased the starting health after full depletion from 200 to 250, man. So right here, we got the mesh shield, which is getting buffs, which is great to hear, and the Recon Senses are gone. So we don't have to worry about people getting constant wall hacks throughout the damn match. So finally. Now, into these weapons. We got the AKM. They decrease damage fall off minimum range from 35 meters to 30 meters. They decrease damage fall off max range from 40 meters to 37.5 meters. And they decrease the damage fall off modifier at max range from 65% to 55%. For the FCAR, they decrease damage fall off modifier at max range from 67% to 55%, I'm sorry. The Lewis gun, they updated weapon recoil patterns to be slightly less accurate over time during sustained firing, man. So some changes here to all the guns. Seems like, just buffing a lot of them with the damage fall off here. So it seems a lot of them are getting buffs here. And that's good. That's always good to hear. Now, M11. They increased accuracy by decreasing bullet desperation when firing from the hip. The M60. They updated weapon recoil pattern to be more slightly accurate over time during sustained firing. They've increased accuracy by decreasing bullet desperation while moving when firing from the hip. They increase accuracy by decreasing bullet desperation while moving when firing while aiming down sights. And they decrease accuracy slightly by increasing bullet desperation while standing still when firing while aiming down sights, man. So again, more changes to these weapons, more positive changes in my opinion. But let's keep it moving. We got 3 more. We got the R357. They increase damage fall off modifier at max range from 33% to 45%. Throwing knives have increased projectile speed from 120 meters per second to 138 meters per second. You see, I'm already tired of y'all being invisible, and this is what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna be invisible now longer, and y'all gonna be hitting me with these damn throwing knives from even further away. Goddamn. Anyway, on to the last weapon we got listed here. We have the XP54. They decreased accuracy by increasing bullet desperation when firing from the hip in most movement states, man. So with all the weapons here, we got a couple balance changes with buffs and nerfs. All have been good so far, in my opinion. Let me know how y'all feel about them in them comments. But the last thing I want to go ahead and go over is the gameplay. And they added an option for auto sprint in the gameplay section in settings, man. Thank God they have auto sprint. This is why I have to keep clicking my damn stick, feeling like I'm about to break the shit. But we got a dev comment we need to go over real quick, so let's go ahead and hit this up. You can turn on auto sprint in the settings menu and select the time it takes for you to contestant to begin sprinting. The finals has a unique omnidirectional sprinting system, which means characters can sprint in all directions instead of more commonly forward-only sprint. As such, we'd love to get your feedback on auto sprint and what additional settings would help you better customize your sprinting experience, baby. So make sure y'all go into the settings, check out the auto sprint. Any type of suggestions you may have, make sure to holler at the devs, give it to them, and give them our feedback so they can continue to make this game even better, man. Now, that is the end of the notes of what I'm going to go over. Again, down in the description and down in the post, I will have a link to the full patch notes for you guys to go ahead and check those out. There are some sections on there I did not go over, as I've took this video to go over the basic stuff like gameplay, modes, weapons, things of that nature, man. So y'all make sure to go ahead and check out them patch notes, man. But until then, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at ThatBoyETV. This has been a patch notes for Season 2 finals. About to hop on and give me some games in. I'm out. Peace.